Welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. This is a video that you do not want to miss. Bitcoin is ready for a major leg down to 9K. I've seen this chart doing some rounds. It's time to discuss some misconceptions. You are being lied to. Do not be fooled. Bitcoin will never fall below $10,000 again. That's what I want to talk about in this video. Of course, the reason why you subscribe to this channel is because we break the cryptocurrency market down for you on a daily basis. News, opinion, perspective. You stay informed. This is why you subscribe. Before we get to Bitcoin below 10K, never again, let's go over some recent news. Smash the like button if you appreciate us coming at you on a daily basis. Let's start right here. Mastercard, through a partnership with Binance, will allow users to spend Bitcoin at 90 million plus stores. This is huge. This used to be a pipe dream 4 or 5+ years ago in the cryptocurrency market. Now it is coming from the CEO of Mastercard himself. We can unlock the full potential of blockchain technology when we make it easier to access plus easier to use. One way we do that is by bringing crypto to everyday purchases. To make that a reality, we're working with Binance to let people use their crypto to make purchases at 90 million plus stores that accept Mastercard. Initially, this will be launched in Argentina, then plans to expand further from there. What could the blockchain industry look like in 5 years? We're seeing hints of that. Again, this is from the CEO of Mastercard, 90 million plus locations. It is becoming so obvious in hindsight, but it's happening right now before our eyes. Mastercard, 90 million stores. Visa launching prepaid Bitcoin cards in Brazil that also pay Bitcoin rewards. Bitcoin is now 13+ years old. Cryptocurrency has now entered the mainstream. The value is so apparent. It's obvious why these companies are getting involved. Bitcoin has now transferred the equivalent of $100 trillion without using a single bank. Something that was really not possible to do before 13 years ago, at least in a permissionless, decentralized way. And compared to 13 years ago when Bitcoin was invented, now there are over 320 million plus crypto owners worldwide. 51 million in North America, 27 million in South America, 43 million in Brazil. Here are some of the top countries with their users. USA, 46 million, India, 27, Pakistan, 26, China, 20. It's no wonder we continue to see stories like this continuing to pop up, not just bullish for a year or two, but bullish on the next decade for cryptocurrency. Australia's leading gas station chain will now accept crypto for fuel at 170 locations across Australia. This is one of the top gas station chains on the run, OTR, through a partnership with Crypto.com. They are accepting crypto, Bitcoin. Quote, our latest research shows that 55% of merchants and consumers want to transact in crypto, and this innovation with OTR stores is bringing these ambitions to life and ensuring that Australia is at the forefront of crypto payment evolution. How can you not see what's happening right in front of our eyes? Bored Ape NFT news. These Bored Apes will melt in your mouth. M&M's is releasing NFT-inspired candy. A licensing deal between Mars and music label UMG means Bored Ape NFT images are now printed on M&M chocolate candies. So there's so much happening in the world today. Yet we're still hearing people showing charts, sharing different metrics, that Bitcoin is 100% going down to 10K or less. I'm here to tell you that I don't think that's very likely at all. In the title, I say it's never going to happen. Of course, that's always possible, but I think it's highly unlikely. Yes, anything can happen, but I think it is highly unlikely. And over the next few tabs, I'm going to try to prove to you that a 10K Bitcoin or less is incredibly unlikely. Of course, I want your opinion in the comments below, but let's just get right into it. Bitcoin ready for a major leg down to 9K. I've seen charts like this doing rounds. It's time to discuss some misconceptions. Of course, this chart right here, current cycle in the pink, the other two previous cycles in orange and yellow. And when you line up the different cycles, it seems that Bitcoin needs to have another leg down before this bull market is over. So first, let's zoom out to provide some context where we're coming from. So this is that same chart zoomed out. Two things stick out immediately. Number one, we really went sideways into this all-time high alignment. And number two, we're comparing the previous pointy blow-off top cycles to a flat distribution top. Now, I'm not saying that chart isn't valid. There are some valid things about it. However, I think it's the most bearish alignment possible. It's meant to scare you, to invoke fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and in my opinion, an unlikely outcome considering the points just made. Now let's chop both those points in further detail. Number one, going sideways into the all-time high. And of course, the all-time high, as indicated here, happened November 2021. A lot of people think that the all-time high was April 2021, but we did go a little bit higher in November, but this is a point of contention, right? So there's a lot of evidence that November 2021 top could be seen like a higher high, and we've actually been correcting since April 2021 top. But take a look at something. The hype waves of all the previous cycles, including the pink one, last cycle, look at how the pink hype wave for this current cycle is at an all-time low for the alignment, which is kind of different for the all-time highs of last cycle where we topped out at the ultimate hype part. If we adapt this chart a little bit to the hype waves, using the April 2021 top, the hype waves are much more aligned and the price moves parabolic into the alignment. And when we do this, take a look, it doesn't seem that obvious that Bitcoin needs to drop like it did when it was back here, because this part in the cycle has already happened. It does seem obvious that there's some consolidation, but we don't necessarily need that huge drop. Now let's fix the second problem, comparing pointy blow-off tops to a flat distribution top. We can do this by looking at how much money actually flows into Bitcoin, which is measured by the on-chain indicator realized price, a metric we've been talking about for years. We keep the alignment by the all-time high, but now we shift the scale by using realized price. So again, we're keeping the cycle top for last cycle. We're going to say it is April 2021. And again, this is scaled by realized price. And take a look, it doesn't seem like we need much of a drop at all. And just in case you were wondering, how does this scaling look using the November all-time high? The rational root included it in the next chart, just so you can look at it. It looks even more bullish in terms of downside potential. Take a look. Using the November all-time high, scaled by realized price, we're actually down pretty far. So, what are the takeaways? Well, we cannot rule out some further downside, maybe in Q4, 13K Bitcoin, 17K Bitcoin range as per the April top alignment, though prices below 10K seem very improbable. Also note that historically, the low has been made on that initial drop below the realized price. Yes, macro circumstances are different now. I mentioned potential downside is possible, and we can definitely expect further sideways price action. For making a bottom, however, we've historically seen major capitulation events. Those events are rare, and we just actually had one. So, in my opinion, a 10K Bitcoin or less is very unlikely. Of course, if it does happen, I would think that would be a major buying opportunity. I want to know what you think in the comments below. Finishing up today's video, Tornado Cash Dev, the ETH privacy tool, to spend another 90 days in jail. The judge rules. Alex P must spend at least a further 90 days in jail. A Netherlands judge has ruled. Hey, it's crazy. This guy just made open source code and he still has to stay in jail. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Invesco rolls out a new 30 million Metaverse fund. So Metaverse and the future potential there, people are still betting big on that. Dapper Labs opens NFL version of NBA Top Shot NFTs to the public. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes will be the face of NFL All Day, which is what the platform is called, launching after months in beta. So the NFL Top Shots version, NFL All Day, is launching. A lot of people made a lot of money. NBA Top Shots was hugely successful. I think this could be pretty successful too, and this is just starting. Just getting this on your radar. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. Subscribe to the channel for daily cryptocurrency news to stay informed. See you tomorrow.